Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, disappointing game today. Of course, we're already eliminated from playoff contention, so these games don't really mean much. But we come up short, lose 7-3 to the Chicago Cubs in the penultimate game of the season. Uh, and unfortunately, we're guaranteed a series loss for in the series finale, regular season finale. Uh, and well, Of course, this also unfortunately means we're not going to finish 2025 at 500. We had to sweep the Cubs in order for that to happen, and that unfortunately won't happen. And with this win for the Cubs, they will be at home for their wild card first round series. They will host the San Diego Padres beginning, I believe, Tuesday. And yes, that's already set. Uh, and yes, they don't have anything to play for heading into the final game of the season tomorrow. So, we had a chance to get on the board early in the top of the first, but we trained 2 runners. Then, the bottom of the first, on the very first pitch thrown by Michael McGreevy, he would give up a solo home run to Michael Busch, his 33rd home run of the year. That would make it 1-0 Cubs early on. And it would stay that way until the top of the fourth. Solo home run by Nolan Arenado, his 12th of the year, 52nd RBI. And that could be the final home run as a Cardinal for Nolan Arenado. Of course, rumor that the Cardinals might trade him in the offseason. And, it's been a bit of a rough season for Arenado. Missed quite a bit of time with an injury. So that could potentially be, unless if he happens to play tomorrow and hit a home run, could be the final home run as a Cardinal for Arenado. So that would tie it up 1-1 until the bottom of the fifth, when Michael Busch would hit another home run. Of course, he had a 3-homer game on the 4th of July against the Cardinals, so that would make it a 3-1 Cubs lead. And McGreevy, in his final start of his first full season in the majors, 4 1/3, gave up 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 3. And in one of his outings against the Cubs, he was outstanding. Went 6 scoreless innings. And, now in this outing against the Cubs, not a particularly great one either. So, the Cubs would then go up 4-1, the bottom of the 6th, solo home run by Seiya Suzuki. That's his 31st home run of the year. That was off of Ryan Fernandez. That would make it a 4-1 lead. We will get 2 runs back in the top of the 7th, 2-run home run by Jordan Walker, his 6th of the year, RBIs 40 and 41. So Walker trying to finish his season on a high note. Then an RBI triple by Michael Busch to make it a 5-3 game. And then the bottom of the 8th, Pete Crow Armstrong with a 2-run homer, his 31st, to make it a 7-3 lead. And Michael Busch was just a single away from the cycle, but the Cardinals would intentionally walk him to load the bases. So all he needed was a single for the cycle. Of course, cycles are obviously not super common. And he got the 3 hardest ones out of the way. We would intentionally walk Busch to, avoid potentially of him hitting for the cycle. So, and then at the top of the 9th, we would bring the tying run to the plate. We had 2 hits in the 9th and a walk, loading the bases for Nathan Church, but Church would strike out to end it. So, definitely disappointing loss for sure. We had 7 hits in this game. So, and boy, Michael Busch has turned out to kind of be a Cardinal killer now. He had 3 homers, like I said, on the 4th of July, and now was a single away from the cycle in this one. So he's had a huge year. So, in Cubs second baseman Nico Horner went 0 for 5, lowering his batting average to .297. And, he's behind Trey Turner, battling Turner for the batting title. Turner, though, with the Phillies, has not played in a few weeks due to injury. So, and he could still win it. Turner's batting .307 currently. So, in this regular season finale, game 162, tomorrow afternoon, the Cardinals have actually yet to announce a starter. So, who knows, maybe we'll be going with a different starter. We've used pretty much the same rotation almost every game this season. That's Gray, Michaelis, Palante, Eric Fetty before we traded him, and McGreevy. So we basically used pretty much our regular, those five, almost the entire season. Steven Matz also, before we traded him, had a few appearances as a starter also. So just hoping we can end this season on a high note and head into the offseason. It could be the last game for several Cardinals. So, of course, Miles Michaelis made likely his final start. So, and we know this will be the final game for Cardinals team president John Mozeliak. He will be stepping down after this season and be replaced by Chaim Bloom as Cardinals president of baseball operations. So, yeah, basically next year will kind of be a new era of Cardinal baseball. So anyway, till Sunday, in the regular season finale, hard to believe that it's already here. This regular season is winding down. So till then, Comics are saying go Cards.